I called him this morning. He said it's raining and dreary.
That is not where I want to be in the winter. Unless I was there for the Olympics.
What if I start something?
Okay, 36. Okay.
4 at 7. Jesus. After
Yeah, 26. Mr. President,
Sweet. All right, we'll call this meeting to order. I'd like to get Mr. David Evans to say our invocation, please.
Let's all stand and pray. God, we thank you for this night. Thank you for the good weather. We thank you for the leaders here in this room and all the concerned citizens. And Father, we just pray for our city. Pray that it will be something that is glory to you. Give us good decisions tonight in this meeting. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Ms. Rita, can you do our roll call for us?
Councilman Hill.
Here.
Councilmember Baker. Councilmember Baker.
Here.
Councilmember Alexander.
Here.
Councilmember Schwaffer.
Here.
Mayor Evans.
Here.
City Attorney Mayor Madison.
Here.
All right. If everybody's had a chance to look at the minutes of the work session held on January 27th, I'll ask for a motion.
A motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There's none. It passes. We'll do the same for the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting held on January 27th, 2026.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. It passes. All right, on to unfinished business. Ordinance 1637, revisions to the solid waste ordinance. David, this is our final consideration on this ordinance.
As introduced 2 weeks ago, we just wanted to make some changes to the solid waste ordinance, clarifying some language and definitions, and then the rest of it, you just kind of just bring the ordinance up to how we actually do some of our pickups now. So the big highlights are on brush pickup, or what the resident gets for free would be anything under a brush truck load. If they put out more than what would be over a brush truck load, it would be was $75 a brush truck load over the amount, now it would be $100 a brush truck load over the amount. And then changes some language on duplexes, and then on the wagons pickups that we do, it was 1 every 30 days period, but 1 increase after 2 every 30 days period. And then clarifying that a contractor is not allowed to put any of their waste out on the street for the city to pick up for business.
All right. Heard Mr. David's explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ordinance passes.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, sir. Ordinance 1646, revisions to the cemetery ordinance. Mr. Jeremy?
Yes.
It's also final consideration.
Yes, this is for final consideration as introduced last time. This ordinance would update pretty much the entire section related to cemeteries. It would adhere to enact or revise rules related to placement of flowers, monuments, things of that nature as they should arise. Clarifies a lot of language in there as far as placement of benches and other items in the cemetery, as well as who's responsible for settlement or chipped flat markers that are not put down low enough in the ground, that sort of thing. adds language stating that placement declarations require the permission of the plot owner. Sometimes there's discrepancies over that. It revises the burial limitations to allow for burial up to 2 persons per plot, provided that one or both is cremated or there is a double death vault used. Current ordinance is pretty antiquated in that regard. Since we have so many cremations these days, that'll save space and allow folks to do 2 per plot. It reduces the number of cemetery board members from 7 to 5, more in keeping with our other city boards, and requires city residency to serve on that board. And also has language allowing for the cemetery fund to be used for construction of mausoleums or urn niches should the city decide to do that.
Awesome. Heard Jeremy's explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion or question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. The ordinance passes. Thank you, sir. All right, you're going to be on the next one too. So we're going to do business. Yeah. So ordinance 1643, revision to zoning ordinance concerning replacement of non-conforming mobile homes.
This one is a zoning ordinance amendment, so it is introduction only this time. It is advertised for public hearing on the 24th and final consideration. This basically revises or adds a section to our non-conforming uses section of the zoning ordinance, which basically stipulate that mobile homes that are non-conforming, grandfathered, are not to be replaced once they are discontinued or removed from the property. It does provide some exceptions to that for the existing grandfathered mobile home parks that we have. We just have a couple of those in town, but there are a couple of them that would not apply to, but you would not be able to increase the size of the mobile home. If you pull one out of a mobile home park, you'd have to go back with a similar size. But otherwise, it would be prohibited to replace them once they're removed or they're destroyed.
All right. So we've heard Jeremy's explanation. Again, it's for introduction only. Can I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There's none. Ordinance is introduced. All right, Jeremy, you 3 in a row, man.
Yes.
Resolution 26-0210, authorized striping of parallel parking spaces along Cedar Street.
Life Church is in the process of finishing up their improvements of former Family Dollar building at Main and Cedar Street, and they're striping the parking lot as part of that renovation. There is a small portion of the existing asphalt that's within the right-of-way for Cedar Street. They're proposing to add 4 parallel spaces along the west side of the right-of-way of Cedar Street, and that being city property, that does require approval by the city council by resolution. This resolution basically requires Life Church to be responsible for the striping, any costs associated with it. They can't block any travel lanes at any time. Excuse me. And they can be closed by the city should they need to be. The city attorney will be drafting a memorandum of understanding that the church will sign as well, which would basically activate this resolution if you adopt it, so it will allow them to do that once they sign that agreement.
Okay. All right. Let's hear the explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion or question on the side? Not. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Motion passes. All right. Number 11. Consider budget adjustment for Parks and Rec Department for roof repairs at Civic Center. How did you need some money for your roof, sir?
Yeah. So we recently discovered a very large leak in our roof. Had company come out and assess it, and basically they're having to redo the whole membrane up top. It's $66,675, and asking for a budget adjustment to pay for that.
Good deal. As we discussed before, we're going to do the 50 and then transfer the 16 and change out of the general fund unless someone has a problem with that.
So just to clarify, 50 from the capital improvement,
Yes.
and then another, whatever it is. Yep.
1675, yes.
Okay.
All right, so do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Motion passes. Thank you, sir. All right. Consider authorizing mayor to sign agreement with Book Systems, Inc. for library upgrade to cloud. Ms. Rita.
Yes, sir. This is a agreement with Book Systems out of Hartselle. It's the main system that our library uses to check books in and out of the system. This will upgrade, moving this to the cloud. Good news is it's already in the budget. There's no upgrades that we need to make to our server, and Book Systems will take care of the backups, so Sean's happy about that. This is just authorizing the mayor to sign the agreement.
Okay. Remember the explanation. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Did you make a motion and a second?
Well, she made those the same time.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? There is none. Motion passes. All right. Consider alcohol license for Pizza Hut. I have to have a public hearing.
So Pizza Hut has requested an alcohol license, and the Alcohol Review Committee has approved this conditionally. They have a few minor things. Our building inspector went out and verified we just have a few minor things, and so it is open for public hearing, and any license would not be given until this.
The three items.
These three items are addressed.
There's three small items that they're going to have to do before it'll be a conditional approval. So I just declare a public hearing now, right? And then, yep. So I'll declare a public hearing on this item. If you'd like to speak on the Pizza Hut getting an alcohol license, just come up and state your name and address.
Somebody move to close the hearing.
I move to close the hearing.
Have a motion?
Second.
And a second. All in favor? Opposed? There is none. We don't have to voice vote in closing up public hearing. All right, so now I need a motion to approve conditionally granting them the license.
I motion that we conditionally approve granting them a license.
Awesome.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion or question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. So Pizza Hut gets their three items done, they can serve alcohol. All right. So now we have item number 14.
Oh, sorry. I'm a representative with Pizza Hut.
Well, I can't let you speak right now,
sorry.
sir.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. We'll have some time at the end.
Oh, no,
sorry. Item number 14, consider appointments to the Park and Rec Board. So we're going to do these each individually and name an individual as we discussed before. So we'll just have to take a motion on each letter, correct? Yep. All right. So the first one is 14A. It's a 5-year full term. Do I have a motion or a candidate? Someone would like to?
I make a motion that we appoint Austin Randolph for a 5-year full term.
Do I have a second?
Second. David Austin.
Well, yeah, he goes on.
So I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. All right. So 14B.
I make a motion for Warren Hibbs.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. All right. Item number 14C. It's a 2-year unexpired term.
Make a motion that we appoint Jack Gladden.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Item 14D, a 1-year unexpired term.
Make a motion we appoint Jason Blair.
All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. All right, 14E is a alternate 5-year term.
So moved. Todd Willis.
Todd Willis. All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There's none. Motion passes. 14F, an alternate 5-year term.
Motion to appoint Larry Hugh.
Second.
Okay. Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Motion passes. All right. Well, that was painless. Good deal. All right. So now we have a swearing in of a police officer. Looks like the chief's going to do that. All right. Then we'll have the chief making another video session after that as well. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Officer Jeffrey Curtis, and what we do is we do a swearing in with the mayor, and then we will do an oath of office. So if you want, I've got this so that you can just pretty much read it off line by line.
You ready? Okay.
Raise your right hand.
Raise your right hand. State your name.
Blake Curtis.
Solemnly swear or affirm. You're going to repeat this after me, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to read this to you, and then you'll repeat it after me, okay? So I, state your name,
I, Blake Curtis,
solemnly swear or affirm
solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Alabama
and the Constitution of the State of Alabama
and the ordinances of the City of Hartselle,
and the ordinances of the City of Hartselle,
so long as I continue a citizen thereof,
so long as I continue citizen thereof,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
that I will faithfully and honestly
discharge the duties of,
discharge the duties
state your rank,
officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Well done. Congratulations. Very good. Looking forward to serving with you. Yes. 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 Okay.
I made it give you enough fun. I might not even need your license. So,
Taking a chance.
I know, right? Again, raise your right hand. This is the oath of honor. So you're just going to repeat after me. On my honor,
On my honor,
I state your name.
I, Blake Curtis,
Will never betray my badge,
will never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my integrity,
my character,
my character,
or the public trust.
or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others accountable for our actions.
to hold myself and others accountable for our actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution,
I will always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
I want to get a picture with you. Here. And we also have our Officer of the Year. Boyer, can you grab the picture? Come on up, V. So what we do at the police department is an officer of the quarter. The officer of the quarter is selected by the officers of the department. What they do is they make a nomination, and they have to give some rationale for the nomination. And then, so we have 4 every year. At the end of the year, then we vote on Officer of the Year. Well, Officer Eubanks here is our school resource officer at the high school. And when Lieutenant Porter became the lieutenant over that division, He said that Zeke helped him a lot understanding the school system because he had never served as an SRO. Zeke kind of helped bridge a lot of connections with different principals and things like that, and Porter just raved about how good of a job he did. He then submitted him for Officer of the Quarter. At the end of the year, he got selected as Officer of the Year based off of the same recommendation. I'm proud to have worked with Zeke for many, many years. Let me open this up and I'll give this to you. Zeke is also, I'll tell you this, if it starts to thunder, Zeke will give me a call and tell me that we're going to open the shelters. If he's out of town, he'll let me know that he's on his way back. But I don't know. When I supervised him, I cannot recall one single time that Zeke wasn't there to open up the shelters. And that's huge for the community. And like I said, if it starts to thunder, Zeke can say, hey, look, this is what it's going to look like. He's better than James Spann when it comes to it. So I really appreciate that. He's went out of town before, and I've called him. I'm like, hey, man, you want me to cover the shelter? And he's like, no, I shouldn't be back from vacation in time to catch it. So, I mean, he's a very good employee. I'm glad to have worked with him all these years. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Service.
Pictures of the movie?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my. All right. Congratulations to both of those guys. Now we'll have comments from the mayor.
All right. First of all, just want to commend the work of our administrative department. Our business license renewals are over halfway, and already we have over 60 new businesses that have registered with the city, and that's exciting. They're also in the throes of completing the annual audit, and that has involved all of our staff, and so well done to our staff for that. I also want to recognize Dale Strong for advocating for and achieving the allocation of $300,000 for our police radio improvements for Hartselle PD. So we're excited about getting that money in hand, which will take another process, but we're really thankful that he assisted us with that. And then finally, I just want to recognize that we received notice that the city has received the gold level for risk management, and this is from our the Loss and Control Division from the Alabama Municipal Insurance Corporation. This just represents the commitment of our staff to safety, and obviously this is a benefit to not just our staff but to our community because it represents a reduction in the fees that we have to pay for insurance, but also it means that our staff is committed to safety and well-being, which translates into better service for you as well. So well done, staff. Thank you for your commitment to that as well. So that's really all I have to say.
Awesome.
There's a community walk this Saturday. It's going to start at a Warehouse Coffee, and it's just an awareness walk for the Heart Association. There's going to be, I heard there's going to be some farmers market vendors, so we'd like everybody to come out and participate.
What time is that going to be this year?
It starts at 9:30.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Mike?
I just want to commend the people of Hartselle. The last several meetings, we spent a substantial amount of time filling these advisory boards. And it's in the past, it's taken a lot of people just to apply for them. But I think for the zoning adjustment board, we had 6 or 7. For the park and rec, we had 21 applicants. And then we have one more. That's the cemetery board. So sign up for that one, and we'll have a full house.
I'd like to congratulate our new officer. I appreciate you so much. And also for the Officer of the Year, Zach, you've done a wonderful job. We appreciate that. And for those that signed up for these boards, thank you so much. It makes our job hard, but it makes the community really nice. And we had some wonderful candidates. It was hard to decide who to pick. So thank you.
I'd just like to thank the police department in general. We, as you know, I work with them as prosecutor in municipal court, and amazingly enough, for a department our size, they get very, very few complaints about officer conduct. Now, some people don't like that they got a ticket, but almost never get a complaint about officer conduct, and that says a lot for our chief and our department in general. Very grateful for that.
Congratulations to our new officer, who's actually my neighbor. So, and Zeke's my neighbor too. Congratulations to him. He does a great job.
All right. Well, congratulations, Officer Curtis. Thanks for being willing to serve. Thank you very much. Zeke, congratulations, man. Zeke and I went to high school together, and Zeke has always been just such a, what you call a good dude. He just is, man. He's solid. We appreciate you, Zeke. I don't really have anything else tonight, but thank you to all the participants in the board interviews tonight, and that's really it. All right, now, without further ado, I am so sorry I couldn't let you speak earlier, sir, but the floor is open if you want to come up and state your name and let us know.
Yeah. I'm Joey Aquilino. I'm the Director of Operations for Pizza Hut, and just wanted to let y'all know that all the things that needed to be resolved have been resolved. Perfect. All right. We're good to go. We appreciate your consideration.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
We can't wait. We're delighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was all. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, anyone else that'd like to speak, just come up and state your name and address. We're glad to. You have 3 minutes.
So I'm Don Party Creek, and I live in town high subdivision. This is fortunately to do this. I have issues there. We have new neighbors in the subdivision everybody's pretty upset with, where there's 5 to 10 cars that are parked on a regular basis. At least 5 or 6 cars every night when people staying there. But there's probably 5 to 10 children there every day, afternoons. It's just become pretty bad. I mean, there's parking everywhere. People are driving through my yard over my driveway, just parking in front of their house. And I know there's no real parking law or limitation for parking in front of houses, but this is like living next door to a daycare boarding house. And I mean, I've got all my neighbors, everybody, a lot of them's upset they want to sell their homes. And I'm not selling. I'm going to put up a full 6-foot privacy fence around my house. I'm going to do the best I can to stay there, but I just want to know if there's any way, any kind of zone.
Is there
they're parking all the way down Tanner, which is on the curve. They're blocking the intersection. I've almost got T-boned twice at the intersection because people can't see around the cars. It's just out of hand.
What road exactly?
What's your address?
It's on Audubon Street, Tanner Heights.
What is your specific address?
Mine is 402 Audubon Street. This is a house directly beside me.
Is it a certain day of the week or all days of the week?
They're there all the time. I mean, the children are there every day after school. That's there. And I'll just be honest with you, police have been called. I'm sure they know the name. They know people's called. My neighbors are called. They came out this past weekend because, and I think they told them they're having a house party. Well, they're having a house party every day. And it's just gone too far. And I'm not, and I've tried telling them, please stay off my property. They come across the drive over my driveway and back into the fence. It's just irritating. I'm there, I'm retired, and like it's been a peaceful, quiet neighborhood. I've been there for 20-something years. It's a beautiful place. And now it's just, I'm living next door to a business. Yeah. And I know that several people's called. Even DHR has been out there, and she would let them in the fence. She told them that everybody there is her relatives, and she's not running a daycare. So that's all we know. And I'm not trying to be, because I gotta live next door to these people, but I mean, it's out of hand. And I've talked to people in the town, the city about it, and there is no actual parking ordinance, but that many cars there all the time, it's not right.
All right, we'll look at that for you, sir.
Would you tell me your name one more time?
Don Hardy.
Hardy. Thank you.
My wife's name's Amanda.
Is that HORTICRE?
HARDIGREE. Okay. I lived there since 2005. Very long.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else?
I'd like to go.
Go ahead. Okay. No, go ahead.
It's not
He wanted to go last.
Huh?
He wanted to go last.
My name's Travis Smith.
one of the things that I thought was on the agenda obviously is not, so it must be sitting in my draft box. You never got it, so don't even bring it up.
You can bring it up.
All right, so, yeah, it won't be on the agenda, but what I have, here's some maps. If you'll look at that, and this will be discussed, I'm guessing, later. So I've got a subdivision that we're developing over off Mountain View Road. Per Jeff Johnson previously, it was stipulated that the pavement needed to go all the way through over to Stallworth. I think some of you are already aware of this. My subdivision is in the squared off area, and then the road that's remaining is on the city property. So what needs to be addressed is who's paying for that, because it belongs to the city. So obviously I'm doing all of the stuff on mine, so that'll have to be addressed, I guess, at the next one. But there's maps that y'all can see. The other one that I do have questions about is a food truck court. I know that it was somewhat addressed by the previous council. Questions are, and I have, what is written in the bylaws or whatever ordinance of what is allowed and what is not. Of course, it does not address anything as far as a food truck court. And so we have some property that we're interested in doing the food truck court on. And I think some of the questions before were for Jeremy was some of the things that were voted on or approved by the council, which isn't exactly written, was paving, curb and gutter, and all those type things. So we wanted to see what's permitted. Can it be a gravel parking lot? We have a structure there. We would put in permanent bathrooms and that type of thing.
The tapping is probably disrupted to people at home listening. So
say that again.
You're tapping.
Oh, sorry.
It's on YouTube. My understanding, the current ordinance, no, it wouldn't be allowed to have a gravel parking lot. That would take a, a variance?
Jeremy will know better than anybody. Answer that question.
Jeremy, we addressed the food court truck.
Yes.
Yeah,
The previous ordinance for food trucks didn't allow more than two to be located anywhere. We did have a section that allows for a mobile home park, but it is required to go through full site plan review, plan commission approval, which would be paving, curb and gutter, underground utilities, so forth. So if we were going to do something different, to allow gravel for a period of time or something, that would be an ordinance amendment that the council would have to do.
Okay, but the point of the ordinance was to not make them have any better position than, say, a brick and mortar restaurant. That's right. Because we would make a brick and mortar restaurant have a curb and gutter.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
So as long as it's curb and guttered and paved and all that, the restrictions about them need to be parked only one time a week or whatever. They can be parked there. I use the word permanently. I know they can't be permanent structures.
Right. There are rules about decking around them and
that's right.
all that. But yes, I mean.
So basically, it just follows the same one. So there would
and I can get you don't have the most recent. I can get you a copy of that. But there is a provision for that.
So I guess we'll do the other one next month.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
May I recommend that you schedule some time to come see Jeremy and maybe myself just to talk about your other requests for the road? Because I think we can make a lot of progress on that before we put it on the council agenda.
We can do that this week, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Just give him a call and make an appointment.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
All right, sir.
I believe you. Madam Mayor, City Council members, my name is Houston Brown. I'm representing the Masonic Lodge here in Hartselle. And I would like to request me to make a brief presentation, if I may.
Yes, please.
Will y'all please join me? And would you mind joining us? City Council, I'd like to let you know that your chief of police came to our last meeting and he gave a brief presentation about the new K-9 unit that they are working on. Funding.
Yes.
And we would like to present the chief of police with a $2,500 donation for that. And if we can get a picture. Yes, you do.
Y'all want to pile in?
Yes. He wants to be the one that hands it to you. He wants to right side up and name the dog after us. Oh, my goodness. That guy.
Excellent. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoyed dinner. They fed me dinner.
What time's that meeting?
6 o'clock.
That's right. Thank you, sir.
I'm going to grab a phone.
You want to get another one?
I didn't really get one from that either.
Oh, we need to, you want to refer to different one?
Move in a little bit.
Excellent.
Thank you, guys.
Would you
Generosity.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much for your generosity. Does anyone else like to speak? I don't see anyone, so a motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn.
So there we go.
I think I'm going to get